I need to call and make an appointment, and suddenly my English feels very small.
One phone call can feel bigger than it really is.
The appointment is simple. My feelings are not simple.
Today, we will make it smaller.
Please make it much smaller.
You do not need perfect phone English today. You need 3 useful sentences.
3 sentences sounds possible.
First, ask for the appointment. Second, ask if a day is available. Third, confirm the time.
Request, check, confirm.
That's it. By the end of this episode, you will practice a simple appointment conversation slowly out loud with us.
So I can stop staring at the call button.
That is the goal. Less staring, more speaking.
Here is the real situation. I need to make an appointment. It could be a doctor. It could be a dentist. It could be a hair salon. It could be an office. I know the words. I know doctor. I know Tuesday. I know 3 o'clock.
Mm.
But when I imagine the call, my brain asks, how do I start?
That is the hidden problem. You know pieces of English, but you do not know the order.
The order?
The order of the conversation.
So I am not only missing vocabulary.
You are missing the little road through the conversation.
That feels true. I can say Tuesday, but I do not know how to arrive at Tuesday.
Nice way to say it.
And I also worry about sounding rude.
I understand.
If I say, I want Tuesday, maybe it sounds too strong.
It can sound direct. Not terrible, but direct.
I want polite, simple, normal English.
Then today's practice is useful. We are not chasing fancy English, we are building normal service English. You're listening to English Unbound. I'm Bevin.
And I'm Anna.
This is slow English practice for people who understand more than they can say.
And today I understand the idea of an appointment, but I do not know how to make one.
Today we will use one small structure.
Request, check, confirm.
Request. I'd like to make an appointment.
Check. Is Tuesday available?
Confirm. So, Tuesday at 3.
What about what time works for you?
That is our flexible question. If you do not know the time, you can ask, what time works for you?
So the 3 ideas are ask, ask about time, and confirm.
That's the idea. But we will say it in easier words. Ask, check, confirm.
Ask, check, confirm.
Keep those 3 words in your mind. Later, when Anna tries the whole conversation, we will come back to them.
Ask, check, confirm. That already feels less scary.
Because now the conversation has a shape. Let's start with the first sentence. I'd like to make an appointment.
I'd like to make an appointment.
This sentence is polite, simple, and very common.
I like that it starts with, I'd like to.
Yes, and notice the feeling. I want an appointment is understandable, but I'd like to make an appointment sounds softer.
It sounds like I am asking, not pushing.
Right. It opens the conversation politely.
Can I use it for different places?
Absolutely. A doctor, a dentist, a hair salon, a school office, a repair shop.
So I do not need a different opening for every place.
Not at the beginning. Start with the same clean sentence.
I'd like to make an appointment.
Now, friends, say it slowly after me. I'd like to make an appointment.
I'd like to make an appointment.
Again, a little smoother. I'd like to make an appointment.
I'd like to make an appointment.
Now, Anna, make it real. Choose a place.
Okay, doctor's office.
Start.
Hi, I'd like to make an appointment.
That is enough for the first step.
I always want to explain everything immediately.
Many learners do. But the first step does not need your whole story. It only needs the request.
That is helpful. First, just the request.
Now we need the second step. Check.
This is where I usually freeze.
Because you have to talk about time.
Time is small, but time is dangerous.
Time feels dangerous in another language.
Very dangerous.
Our second sentence is Tuesday available?
Is Tuesday available?
You can change Tuesday.
Is Monday available?
There you go.
Is Friday available?
That works.
Is tomorrow available?
Also useful.
What does available mean here?
It means the time is open. The place can give you that day or that time.
So, is Tuesday available means can I choose Tuesday?
That's the idea.
That is much shorter than I expected.
Short is good in service English.
I do not need to say, can I possibly maybe have a time on Tuesday?
You can, but you may get lost inside your own sentence.
I have done that.
Let the sentence be short. Friends, repeat slowly. Is Tuesday available?
Is Tuesday available?
Change the day. Is Friday available?
Is Friday available?
Change again. Is tomorrow available?
Is tomorrow available? I like this sentence. It gives me a way to ask without sounding too strong.
It also keeps the conversation moving.
What if I do not know which day is best?
Then use our flexible question. What time works for you?
What time works for you?
This means, what time is good for you?
So works for you means is okay for you.
That is a good, simple meaning.
Can I say, what day works for you?
You can. If you need a day, ask, what day works for you? If you need a time, ask, what time works for you?
That is very useful.
It is also polite, because you are not only demanding your own time.
You are leaving space for the other person.
Nice. That is the social feeling of the sentence.
It feels more human than just saying Tuesday, 3.
Exactly. Service English is not only words, it is turn-taking.
Turn taking.
I say what I need. You answer. I listen. Then I confirm.
That makes the call feel like steps, not a wall.
I like that image. Steps, not a wall.
Can we practice the flexible question?
Let's do it. What time works for you?
What time works for you?
What day works for you?
What day works for you?
Now a softer version. What time works best for you?
What time works best for you? This is the sentence I needed.
Keep it. We will use it in the full dialogue. Now we will put the sentences together.
The scary part.
The useful part.
Same thing, maybe.
I will be the office. You will be the person calling.
Okay.
Remember the structure.
Ask, check, confirm.
First version. Slow and simple. Hello, Green Street Clinic. How can I help you?
Hi, I'd like to make an appointment.
Sure. What day works for you?
Is Tuesday available?
Tuesday is available. We have 3 o'clock.
So, Tuesday at 3?
That's right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That was short.
Most useful conversations are shorter than our fear.
I like that.
Let's do it again, but this time you answer with a little more confidence.
I will try.
Hello, Green Street Clinic. How can I help you?
Hi. I'd like to make an appointment.
Of course. What day works for you?
Is Tuesday available?
Tuesday morning is full, but Tuesday afternoon is open.
What time works for you?
3 o'clock works.
So, Tuesday at 3.
That works. We will see you then.
Thank you. See you then.
Notice what happened.
I did not need a long sentence.
You listened. You asked. You confirmed.
And when the first time was not perfect, I did not collapse.
That matters. Real conversations often change a little,
The office might say Tuesday morning is full.
and you can still stay in the conversation.
That feels like a small win.
It is a small win. Small wins build speaking confidence.
Can I ask something very real?
Please.
What if they give me a time and I cannot go?
That happens often.
That is the part where I usually panic.
Then you only need one more small sentence.
One more?
Do you have anything later?
Do you have anything later?
Or do you have anything earlier?
Earlier and later.
Earlier means before that time. Later means after that time.
So if they say 3 o'clock, but I work until 3, I can say, do you have anything later?
And if they say 5 o'clock, but that is too late,
Do you have anything earlier?
there it is.
This feels useful because real life is not always Tuesday at 3.
This is why real service English needs small repair sentences.
Repair sentences.
Small sentences that help the conversation continue.
I like that. I do not need to escape the conversation just because the first time is not good.
You can stay, listen, ask for a different time, and confirm.
Let's try.
Hello, how can I help you?
Hi, I'd like to make an appointment.
What day works for you?
Is Tuesday available?
Tuesday at 3 is available.
Do you have anything later?
We have Tuesday at 4:30.
So, Tuesday at 4:30.
That works.
That tiny sentence saved me.
It did. And notice, you did not need to explain everything.
I did not say, my schedule is complicated and I have a thing and maybe another thing.
You could say that to a close friend. But in a service call, short and clear is kind.
Short and clear is kind.
Short and clear helps the other person help you.
I have another fear.
The appointment call has many small fears.
It really does. What if they ask for my name or phone number?
Then we slow down.
I like that answer already.
You can say, "My name is Anna.
My name is Anna.
My phone number is," and then your number.
My phone number is, and then my number.
And if you need more time, you can say, "One moment, please."
One moment, please.
That sentence is small, but very useful.
Because sometimes I need to look at my calendar or check my number.
You are allowed to take a moment.
I think I forget that. I feel like English must be immediate.
Many learners feel that, but real people pause
Native speakers pause too.
all the time. They look at calendars, they check details, they repeat numbers.
So if I pause, it does not mean I failed.
No, it means you are handling information.
Handling information. That sounds much better than panicking.
Let's add it to the call. Hello, how can I help you?
Hi, I'd like to make an appointment.
Sure. What day works for you?
Is Wednesday available?
Wednesday at 2 is available.
So, Wednesday at 2.
All right. Can I have your name
My name is Anna.
and your phone number?
One moment, please.
Of course.
My phone number is 555-218-409.
Thank you. You are all set.
You are all set?
That means the appointment is finished. Everything is okay.
Ah, the call is done.
The call is done.
That little phrase feels like music.
You are all set. You may hear that at the end of many service conversations.
I do not have to say it first, but I can understand it.
Understanding the closing also helps you feel safe. Now, let's move this out of one clinic.
Because life is not only one clinic.
Right. You can use the same structure in many places.
Ask, check, confirm.
Place 1. A dentist.
Hi, I'd like to make an appointment.
What day works for you?
Is Friday available?
Friday at 10 is available.
So, Friday at 10.
Place 2. A hair salon.
Hi, I'd like to make an appointment.
What time works for you?
Is tomorrow afternoon available?
Tomorrow afternoon works.
So, tomorrow afternoon.
Place 3. A repair shop.
Hi, I'd like to make an appointment for my laptop.
Nice. You added a small reason.
Is Monday available?
Monday is full. Wednesday is open.
What time works for you on Wednesday?
2 o'clock.
So, Wednesday at 2.
That is real life English.
It still feels simple.
Simple does not mean weak. Simple means usable.
Simple means usable.
Keep that sentence too. Maybe not for the phone call, but for your learning.
I need that. Sometimes I think simple English is not enough.
For many real moments, simple English is exactly enough.
Especially if I can finish the conversation.
That is the deeper practice today. Finish the small conversation. Now it is your turn.
Friends, you can say the lines with me.
Do not worry about perfect speed. Slow is fine.
Slow is more than fine. Slow is how I survive.
We will do one slow practice. First sentence. I'd like to make an appointment.
I'd like to make an appointment.
Your turn. I'd like to make an appointment.
Second sentence. Is Tuesday available?
Is Tuesday available?
Your turn. Is Tuesday available?
Flexible question. What time works for you?
What time works for you?
Your turn. What time works for you?
Confirmation sentence. So, Tuesday at 3.
So, Tuesday at 3.
Your turn. So, Tuesday at 3.
Now we use them in one mini call.
I will be the learner again.
Hello, how can I help you?
Hi, I'd like to make an appointment.
What day works for you?
Is Tuesday available?
Tuesday at 3 is available.
So, Tuesday at 3.
That works. See you then.
Thank you. See you then.
Friends, if you said even one sentence out loud, that counts.
I like that. Even one sentence counts. I noticed something.
Tell me.
At first, I thought making an appointment meant I needed a big English performance.
A performance.
Like I had to sound fluent, polite, fast, and correct all at the same time.
That is a lot to carry.
but now it feels more like a small path.
Ask, check, confirm.
Ask, check, confirm.
And if the other person gives you a different time, you do not have to panic.
I can ask, what time works for you?
And then confirm.
So, Wednesday at 2.
Simple and complete.
I think the confidence comes from knowing the next step.
That is the deeper lesson.
Confidence is not always a big feeling.
Sometimes confidence is knowing the next small sentence.
That feels kind.
Before we finish, here is your small action for today.
Choose one place: a clinic, a salon, an office, a repair shop, any place.
Say this mini conversation once.
Hi, I'd like to make an appointment.
What day works for you?
Is Tuesday available?
Tuesday at 3 is available.
So, Tuesday at 3. Thank you.
That is enough for today.
And if you listened to this whole episode, you already practiced.
You did not need to be perfect.
You stayed with the English.
You heard it, you understood it, you said some of it, maybe quietly, maybe slowly.
That still counts.
Keep going, one small step at a time.
You are not learning alone.
This was English Unbound. I'm Bevin.
And I'm Anna.
See you in the next slow English practice.
Goodbye.